Hi, I'm Roger, a regular guy with Hotline to Spirit, and today I'm going to talk about vibration and family. Why those are yours, family. And I'm going to give you here in this video the setup. The setup. See you in a bit. To love them is to know them, is to understand what they helped you learn. I'm going to say it again. To love them is to know them, and is to know what they serve in your life, what they have helped you learn. Why do I say it that way? Well, my guide Solomon always says, you'll hear me say this many times, that for you to harvest what is truly present, you must be rooted in love. So we cannot know anything worth holding on to, worth knowing. We cannot gather information if we are not at a higher vibration. It's just that simple. And when it comes to family, that is crucial, because family is either wonderful or just driving you crazy, or much, much worse for many people. What is that about? Why do we tend to use the word why a lot? And that throws us off course. Why is never, ever an intelligent question. Always ask, what is going on? What is in play? What is this bringing me? What is that about? Well, if you're on the planet, first and foremost, know that you are here to learn a lot, oodles of stuff. So what happens is, before we come in, and this is the setup, I'm not going to save it towards the end, I'm going to give it to you right now. Before we come in, we decide on what we want to focus on, our primary focus, and we have a little sub-focus. It says what we want to focus on, accomplish, and bring into this world, and expand into. And we ask our guides, our angels, to help us with that no matter what. And very often there are some in that trunk that we want to accomplish that we kind of backed out of in maybe another lifetime. So we tell our guides, our angels, make sure no matter what happens, I accomplish that. That's why we can find ourselves going from one situation to another, and the names and faces have been changed to protect the innocent, but it's the same situation. So we keep until we get that lesson. That being said, the setup is we decide what we want to expand, what we want to learn, and we choose our parents, we choose our families, we choose the location, the time, we choose our sex, we choose everything that is going to best pitch us towards that learning. And you might say, well, I didn't sign up for this. I don't want this. This is a total debacle. This is horrendous. Well, you knew it coming in. So nothing is wrong. It just very well might be very challenging. And you're doing a learning intensive. And very often we like to do several learning intensives at the same time. Very often while we're doing a learning intensive, there will be the presence of love, because love will make us stick around for it. Otherwise we would just leave. We would either leave that situation, that relationship, that family, or we would leave the planet. We just wouldn't stay. So very often, and in my practice, I've come across people that in other lifetimes, they didn't stay. In other words, they either committed suicide or yeah, very often. But in this life, they set it up where they love someone, but they're having a challenging time, and they made a decision on a soul level, and it comes in for me to tell them, in their session, that in this life they decided they're going to stay. And they say back to me, I'm thinking it's going to be a surprise, they say back to me, I know. Very cool. We each came in also to choose our families, particularly, well, to choose our families in order to bring something that no one else could bring. And that means we would choose families that would help us get to what we are right out of the gate. So if you hit the ground running, that means, when I say that, if you had a family situation growing up, an energy experience, a vibrational experience that was a multifaceted, nonstop, slap you back and forth into the middle of next week, challenging experiences. It was for you to evolve your abilities, skills, and emotional intelligence in this world, to bring forth your skills perfectly in the language that this world is occupying, with the vibration that they were occupying, which you are not of. How else are you going to be fluent in it? And for many of us, that has been so difficult and so worthwhile. If you go through your list, your family, and if you look at how they were, because remember I said to love them is to know them, is to know what they helped you learn. So whether they were difficult, challenging, violent, passive, distant, critical, if they left, you chose them in order for you to extract from them a learning that no one else could give you, that you needed in the evolution of your gifts. I have some clients that will have parents that were not loving to them, and because of those parents were that way, they are incredible parents. They moved into their heart. That soul expression moved into their heart, and they bring it, and they are incredible. And I don't think they would have been that way. And some of them I happen to know that in other lifetimes they were, let's just say, not someone you want to spend time with. But in this life, they're showing up fully in the heart, fully empowered because of that family they selected in order to modulate to that as a soul expression, to bring your gifts. You know, growing up for me, well, let's go through it. I am intuitive or psychic medium. I'm a sound healer. So I chose a variety pack, trust me, in order for me to develop those gifts early on. And they definitely delivered. So I can feel and sense things. I get to know information. I get data. I can get it from a distance. I got to evolve, fine-tune my abilities and gifts in order for me to be useful on the planet, to bring something to help others and be quite effective. And that's what we've all done. Am I saying to forgive them? That's not what this conversation is. Am I saying for you to forgive yourself for choosing them? I would suggest that. How about this? They are perfect for you. So instead of focusing on the family and what was done to you, what they did over and over, or this experience or that experience, which is of a low vibration, how about saying, okay, I chose them. Oh my God, what was I thinking? Well, what did you learn? You'll find out what you were thinking, and that what you were thinking was actually quite brilliant. And then let's get on with it. What are you? You're not them. You're not supposed to be. That's why they were that way. What are you? And what do you want to bring? What do you want to do now? How do you want to let it rip? What are you? And in that let it rip, embrace your brilliance. Families bring a vibration, a gathered vibration to help us become what we want to be. And by being it, we bring it. That is the gift of a family. And there's always love present in one for us to find the love in us and in the world and to make that choice every time. And we are family. Earth family. So much love to you, my Earth family. You're amazing. If you like this video, please subscribe, ring the bell, thumbs up, and share it with someone. We all need to understand what family is in the setup and how they gift us in learning so much of what we are, bringing us to what we are like nothing else. So let's get to what we are. Okay? Much love to you.